Well, how's it going? Welcome to our Beach Club recap, review, and tour. My name is Justin, this is Lacey. We just got back from the Beach Club and we had a fabulous time and we wanted to talk about our thoughts in case you're planning to go to the Beach Club or if you're just curious, but we will talk all about it. We'll have lots of B-roll as well on this video, hence the tour, so you can kind of see the lay of the land a little bit.
We will also have chapters for this video, so if there's a certain thing you're really interested in, you can skip around and go to that if you need to.
So there's 5 categories we're gonna talk about: the room, the lobby, the atmosphere, the grounds, the pool, food, and also transportation/location.
Also, if you didn't know already, the Beach Club is in the category of the deluxe resorts as far as the Walt Disney World resorts go. And we're gonna start now with the room.
So when we were staying there, we actually did a tour of the room, so I'll link that video below. But this room was fantastic because it just felt very spacious.
Yeah.
We had 5 people, 3 adults, 2 kids, and with everyone in our room, we felt like we had room to spare with all of our luggage.
Yeah. We were able to unpack everything. They had like all the drawer space you need and cabinets to be able to fit things, hang things. It was really nice, but it just felt really, like you said, spacious. I felt like the ceilings were really high. The colors in the room and the art was just very
it was bright,
airy and bright. Yeah.
And then also they had a pull-out bed as well, so we had one of our boys sleep there, and he loved it. But it just seemed like everyone had their own little space, even though there was 5 people in just one room. And what's great about this resort is they can accommodate, like we said, 5 people. Some resorts can't accommodate that, so it was nice knowing that the Beach Club does.
Also, most of the rooms at the Beach Club come with a balcony. Do request that because they don't all have it, but we love
most of them do, but yeah.
We love having a balcony. It was so nice to drink our coffee out there in the morning or sit out there in the evening, and you're really close to Epcot, so we could see the fireworks from there. It was probably one of my favorite things of the room.
Something else we noticed about this room, and you'll probably hear us talk about this quite a bit, was that it was very quiet. Like I didn't, you know, sometimes you're in a hotel and you can just hear outside noise.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that at all. We got very good night's sleep, ready to get at it in the morning. But I think it was a great place to be able just to rest, renew, recover from walking everywhere in Walt Disney World. Because we've been to other resorts where it just felt like there was just not, like we're living in the city kind of a thing. Now, as far as room locations go, our room was right above the lobby, which was a perfect location.
Loved it.
It was really close to Epcot, but also we were right above the coffee. We were right above
the beach marketplace. So if we wanted to get something to eat, get a snack, obviously coffee, morning, noon, and night. Yeah. We were super close to it.
Just
refilling our resort mug, you know, the drink station down there was really close, so we loved it.
And I don't know about you, but like when I stay at a hotel, I like being close to the lobby, just because, you know, it's just, I don't know. Whenever I look at a hotel, the first thing I look at for pictures is the lobby. And so being close to that is kind of like the main area where everything's kind of going on. From there, you can go to the pool. You can go to, you know, out to where Epcot's going to be or to where the bus stops are going to be. It's just kind of like the main hub, if you will. And we were just steps away from just the staircase or the elevator to go right down. And being on the 2nd floor, we actually found this little like secret passageway when we went to the pool, because the only downside I would say being close to the lobby is like when you go to the pool, it was, you know, you didn't want to like walk with your swimming suit.
Yeah,
like,
you're like in your pool attire and people are coming in. Yeah.
And so on the 2nd story, there was like this, we call it the secret, but there was this like little skinny pathway that went above the lobby. And that was awesome because we just went right through there and went down and went right to the pool. And we didn't feel like we're like waltzing around the lobby with our swimsuits on.
So speaking of the lobby, now we're going to go into just the atmosphere of the Beach Club and the grounds of it. But can I tell you, when we researched the Beach Club before we stayed there, so many people talked about the smell of the lobby. And that was one part I was looking so forward to. But I did not disappoint. It smells so good in their lobby. It's like this just fresh, I don't know when to say laundry, fresh laundry smell, but beach smell. It's just so clean and crisp. Every time we walked in there from coming back, you know, from the parks, we were just like, and it was
nice and
an
cool.
Amazing smell.
Yeah, it was just like, fresh and cool.
Yes, exactly. And then when we walked in, they just, you know, say, welcome home.
That was the best part.
It was so cool.
Walked in when we first checked in. They're like, welcome home. And we're like, thank you.
It just had this chill vibe of it. Like, they definitely just did a great job of making that feel, you know, that beach club feel of a vibe of just being chill.
Yeah, you just felt, it was like instant relax.
Yeah.
Instant relaxation when you first walked in. Like because we came from the Disney cruise, we stayed at the Wish. By the way, we'll link all those videos below, as well as our entire stay at the beach club with going to the parks and stuff.
Right.
And embarkation day is always a day where it's just like, there's a lot going on and you're tired, whatever.
Yeah.
And so the fact that we're coming from there, transportation to the beach club, and walking in, it was just like, I was like, okay.
Good.
This is nice. Now, as far as like customer service goes, it was on point. And usually Disney's customer service is on point, but again, this was just, it was perfect. We got to our room early, which was awesome. We went to check in, we said we were here, whatever, and they got our room done very fast. But just everything about it, even when we got back up to our room, I know we're talking about the room again, but we got back up to our room, they delivered our luggage extremely fast.
Yeah.
And then we had a
grocery
delivery come, and they delivered that to us really fast, and it was just like everything was just boom, 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 like almost like we weren't even ready for it. Like we weren't expecting it, because we're like, you know, it usually takes a while.
Yeah.
But it was just, they were on point. Even, okay, we had to leave extremely early in the morning to catch a flight.
Yeah.
Like it was like, I don't even know, like 3. And when we called to kind of like schedule that, they were kind of closed down for the night, but they still like made a note or whatever to the bellhop to be there at 3 in the morning.
Get our luggage.
And I was just kind of like, in a way, like, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they couldn't reach anybody. Sure enough, 3 in the morning, there was someone at our door
helping us get our luggage.
And I was just like, I was ready to bring my luggage down. So it was just like everything about it. If there was any issue, which we didn't have any, but they were just, you knew that you were taken care of.
Yeah. So some of the amenities that we loved about Beach Club, and I'm sure there was more we didn't get to, but one of them we did was the campfire. That was so cool. You get to sit right outside on their beachfront overlooking the Crescent Lake, and they had marshmallows that you could roast for free. It cost a little extra if you wanted to do like the s'mores kit, but it was just so fun, and it just like had such a cool vibe, like being on the beach. It felt like having like a bonfire on the beach. They also do movies under the stars right there on the beach, which is like such a perfect place, I think, for that too.
And I liked about it because it was so like low key. So we were actually on our way to Epcot, and it was happening. So we just like went over there, we roasted a marshmallow, boys hung out for a little bit, and then we were on our way to Epcot. And so it wasn't like this huge, like, you know, had to be this massive event. It could be as long or short as you want it to be. But like Lacey was saying, the beachfront, there was a time when we went back from the parks, and we just hung out on the lounge chairs on the beach. Yeah. And the boys were playing in the sand.
With their cars. Yeah.
It was perfect. And it was just nice that was...
It felt like we had a private beach to ourselves.
Totally. Because, it overlooked the whole boardwalk and all of that, and Crescent Lake, all that. And so it was just, like, so much to look at, so much to take in. And I could just sit there for hours reading a book, listening to a podcast, or just, like, you know, people watching kind of a thing. And if you're a runner, they had an amazing path to run. And it was all kind of mapped out for you. But that was a fun day just to kind of take off and go run the boardwalk. And it was awesome.
And one of our probably favorite amenities of this resort is you are in walking distance of Epcot. And when I say walking distance, it's not like, oh yeah, you've got like, you know, this big long walk. It is a very short, beautiful walk to Epcot. Now, it takes you to the back way, the International Gateway area, which is nice because it's not as crowded either. You're not going in the main
We didn't have to wait at all.
No.
At all.
Ever.
Like, it was just like...
Yeah.
There was
and we did it multiple times, too.
There was actually a time when the boys were at the pool, and I decided to go to the gift shop that's right when you walk into the gateway. And I was back in like 15 minutes. Like, it was awesome. It was like, this is really crazy. Cool. Like, and again, it was quiet. The whole resort, it was just, I don't know, it was a different tone. Yeah. Even at the pool, anywhere you were at, it was just quiet. You know what I mean? And especially coming from a busy day at the park, and right when you start taking that walk from like Epcot, you can just hear the noise just going down, the decimals. You know what I'm talking about? Like, rah! And you're walking, and it's just like, and that it was just a peaceful walk back, and then the grounds are quiet, the lobby was quiet, your room was quiet. It was just like, this is exactly what you need from a busy day at the park.
All right, let's talk about the pool, which a lot of you may be interested in this section because you've heard that the best pool in Walt Disney World is at the Beach Club. That's what they say, and they are right.
Yeah.
It is the coolest pool we have ever been to. And both of our boys
Oh, it's amazing.
are, I think we set the standard too high, too young. Now they're going to compare every other pool they've ever been to the one at the beach club. So they have two different pools. They have the main one, Storm Along Bay, which is fantastic. And then they have another pool that's actually really neat because it's a 24-hour one, and they have a hot tub that's 24 hours. And our room was actually close to that one.
Yeah,
and
let's talk about that
well.
one for a minute before we
Okay.
get to the Storm Along Bay.
Okay.
I love this pool because it was the quieter of the two pools. Obviously, Storm Along Bay is where everyone's at because there's so much entertainment.
Right.
But this one was nice if you just want to swim some laps or if you want to soak in the hot tub, especially if you are someone who likes to close down a park. Okay, and you get back and you're realizing, man, I just want to soak my feet in a hot tub.
This was the place.
This is the place because it was open 24 hours.
Yeah.
Also, it's great because the laundry room was really close by at this pool too. So you can literally put a load of laundry in and then you can go soak in the hot tub
Right.
while you're waiting for the laundry, like I did. And it was awesome. It was cool. The first night we were there, we actually met a really cool couple and just talking about our trips because our trips were both kind of starting and everything. And it was just, again, it was a cool moment, I think, that we'll always remember. But I love that it was 24 hours because a lot of pools aren't.
Yeah.
And this was brilliant because we took advantage of that on nights when we just needed to soak our feet.
So now let's talk about the Storm Along Bay. So with their pools, it is so neat because they truly bring that beach club vibe right at the pool. They have sandy bottom areas, so there's areas for kids to play in the sand, but then you still have like the pool in there. It is so
It just feels good.
cool.
You know when you walk in a pool and it's like rough and you're you know, it hurts your feet sometimes? It was fantastic just walking on like just pure sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have so many pools. So there's ones with sand. There's a lazy river one. There's just like, you know, a normal pool without sand on the bottom. Then they have an area where they've got, you know, slides. They have, well, the coolest slide is the pirate one.
Yeah.
Like, that was so much fun. The kids thought it was so neat.
It was a long
slide.
I was like, when is this going to be over with?
Yeah.
But that was awesome. And also, speaking of the pirate slide, there's actually a pool.
Another pool.
There as well.
Yeah, we
little kids'
discovered
pool.
that.
We're like, there's a pool here too. There's pools everywhere.
There really are. And hot tubs. So they actually have 3 hot tubs in the Storm Along Bay.
Oh yeah, they have 3. That's crazy.
It's crazy. So there's one the boys loved because it was like right by the sandy beach area.
And it was cool because we soaked in there and we would watch them
play
in the sand.
So that was really cool.
It was nice.
But then they had one that was adults only, which is really nice. And then they had one across from that that was open to everybody. But 3 hot tubs. Like, well, technically the whole resort had, you know, 4 because there was the other one by the 24-hour pool. But we love that. We love hot tubs.
Yeah.
And they were always maintaining it. Like, we had people come out and they're like, is the hot tub still hot enough for you guys? Like, they were always making
they're
sure
always
everything
checking.
was good.
It's great.
So
Also, there was so many places to sit.
Yes.
Like, you went and read a book, like, up in this little, like, lattice area or something.
Up the stairs, kind of above there. You could oversee everything. Yeah, it was really neat.
Oh, and then also we saw that really cool, and they had like Disney touches.
Yeah.
There was one night we were leaving, and the cast members made like a Mickey animal out of towel. Yeah, it was,
and a life jacket.
Yeah, it was cool. So that was happening, but also there was entertainment happening all the time for the kids. And so all the lifeguards would, you know, have games for them, competitions, prizes. Another thing that was cool is we discovered, and I was like, what is going on? And I was talking to one of the cast members, and when there's like a change of the guards, if you will, like a change of the shift, they did this whole dance. And so I was like, I'm wondering if like it gets old for the cast members, but they're all into it. And they did this really fun dance. It got everyone kind of going, and it was kind of like the lifeguards are going home. There's a new set of lifeguards coming in. I thought that was kind of a cool touch as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like every time we went to the pool, we had a different experience because of where you sit or where you're by. It was really
that is
cool.
true.
Yeah.
That's actually interesting because, you know, you go to a normal pool, it's like a rectangle pool.
Yeah.
And you get the same vibe every time. But here, it was like different perspectives.
Yeah, we laid out by the sand area, you know, or sometimes we put our stuff closer just by the pools.
And
it
just felt like you're in a different location.
Yeah.
You know? I know a different location, but like a different pool altogether because of how big that pool was.
Yeah.
This is the thing. I have never got lost in a pool before.
We got lost.
And we got
multiple
lost.
times.
Like I couldn't find where our stuff was at. Like that's how big this place
big.
is. Like,
Yeah.
like, when do you lost at a pool?
Right.
Sorry, I'm lost.
I'm at the pool. Which one?
Yeah, which
are you
one?
At?
We're at. Like, drop your pin. Like, we
right.
are. But another thing is you have to make time to come here at night.
Yeah.
So at least one, maybe a couple. I think if you experience it early on, you're going to want to do it again. Mm-hmm. But try to get back from the parks early to experience it at night.
So beautiful.
It's a whole different experience.
Yeah. The lighting is so cool. Yeah. The waterfalls, how they have just the water all lit up. It is. Yeah. It's beautiful. So neat. Especially in the hot tub too. At night. It's perfect. We like hot tubs. I don't know if you guys know.
Yeah, we love hot tubs. We own a hot tub. I know, and we still like we make sure when we go to any kind of hotel, like, does it have a hot tub? Okay, that's the hotel for us. It's just weird. Anyway, also though, let's talk about the time of year we went, because this was a huge question for us. We're like, man, we're gonna go in February.
We went in the beginning of February.
And so we were worried about, because we love the pool, obviously, and we're like, we want to make sure that it's going to be warm and whatever. They heat the pools, which you probably know by now, or maybe you don't, but they heat the pools, which is great. Right. But they were so warm. Mm-hmm. There was no problem in February.
And luckily it's Florida. We had good weather, but it's hit or miss in February too. Yeah. So, but we had, good pool days with sunshine, but there were some days where it was cooler, and the boys were like still fine swimming because the water was warm. Yeah. Yeah.
And also, again, their service was fantastic. Like, poolside, we'd be kind of lounging out. We'd have a lady, and it wasn't just a thing where it's like, hey, can I get you some food or a drink or whatever like that. It was like she would actually like engage in conversation with us, and she was just so nice. And we had like a full-on conversation about, I think it was like, I don't know what it was, the football team, because we were there Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
But it was just cool. Like, we just made friends there, and and she was the one that actually told me like what was happening with like the music and everything. But the service was really awesome.
Good. And the food was great.
It was. The food was great. We'll talk about food more in a little bit, but it was great. Great service. Got us what we needed and more.
Okay, we're going to talk about the transportation and the location of where Beach Club is at, so what your options are to getting to the parks. So as we already touched on, you can walk to Epcot. So take advantage of that. It is amazing. Short walk, beautiful walk. It is awesome. It literally feels like you're almost in the park. This is the thing. It's that close.
We talked about how this is a deluxe resort. And so the price tag is a little bit more. Yeah. This is the thing. When we look at past Walt Disney World vacations, I think a lot of the times what comes up in our brain is the transportation. Because we spend so much time on buses or boats or whatever. When we look back at this vacation, it doesn't give us a bad taste for transportation.
We don't even remember.
We don't remember it.
Yeah.
Because no matter if we went to Animal Kingdom, which I think was the longest, or Magic Kingdom, or Disney Springs, or Hollywood Studios, everything was just not a big deal. It was short. We're there. You can walk to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, they have a walking path. We didn't do that. They do have, so as far as transportation goes, we talked about the walking. But with the boat, they have a boat there. You can take that to Epcot as well, which we never did that because you can just walk there. But then it also goes to Hollywood Studios, so you can take the boat. Also, if you are walking to Epcot, on your way there, you have the Skyliners, which we love.
It's like a ride in itself.
And also, for those of you that are going with kids and you have strollers, all the parents love them because you don't have to take your stroller down. You just pop it right in there. But we took that to Hollywood Studios, so that was awesome. You can take it to different, resorts that it goes to. So you have that basically right in your backyard as well, which is awesome.
Yeah, also, there was a time where we went to Epcot for dinner, and we went on the monorail to Magic Kingdom, from Epcot to Magic Kingdom. And so it just felt like no matter where we're at, it was just so easy to get around. We took the bus, I think, when we went to Magic Kingdom that night, we took the bus home, which it was hardly any wait.
And then you have to take the bus if you want to go to Animal Kingdom.
Which was the longest one, but still, I forget how long it was. But it was, again, when we look at that vacation, we don't even think about transportation because of how easy it was. If you have a stroller, this place is awesome for transportation because you don't have to break your stroller down as much as you would with other resorts.
Where you have to the bus so much.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's talk about the food here at the Beach Club. Yes. So, little interesting story. The food here is actually what brought us to staying at this resort, because we came here on a trip. We were staying at Fort Wilderness, and we came specifically to the beach club to go to Beaches and Cream, which I'm sure a lot of you guys know of that place. They have the famous kitchen sink, all that ice cream, and we wanted to experience it. So we went to Beaches and Cream, and we saw the resort at night, and both of us were like,
next time we come back, we're going here. And we did.
Yeah, we did. So Beaches and Cream is awesome. We've eaten in the restaurant, and then also it's really cool to have a walk-up window. So if you don't have reservations, you can just walk up and get some things to go, which we did on our last trip, and that was super fun. We got like the minier version of the kitchen sink, which was still a ton of ice cream. So the food there, like having that place there is just awesome. And it just fits so well, having Beaches and Cream and the ice cream with, you know, the vibe of the beach club.
And also, as far as the walk-up menu goes, it just has like ice cream variations. If you want to eat, you have to make a reservation for the restaurant. But it's great because we usually have a resort day on our vacation. And so this day, we didn't have reservations, but we just walked up and we got our Mickey kitchen sink. And actually, it's cool because I actually have...
It's a little souvenir. You got to take it home.
But yeah, you get to take it home. So it's
They also
it's
have it
perfect.
in mini too. You can get but they're so cute.
Yeah, walked in.
And it fed 5 of us.
Fed 5 of us. Yeah,
Plenty of
the
ice
boys were extremely excited when we were bringing this to the table. But yeah, a free souvenir. I mean, you know, free.
Right.
But it's cool because you didn't need a reservation. Walked up there, got it. And so if you're kind of hanging out at the pool, you have that option. There also is a lot of other options. So the yacht club actually shares the pool area.
Right. We never did their food options, but they had a lot of food options.
I did.
You did?
I did.
What
I was walking.
that?
I was walking in the souvenir. I like going to souvenir shops, obviously, and I grabbed something.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
so it was great.
One of us got to experience the yacht club's food.
It was good. Anyway, so they have that as well, and then obviously the marketplace in the beach club as well. So
we did breakfast there one morning. We did like a mobile order and then took it up to our room. It was really good. They just have like, you know, all the stuff that you know want and stuff for lunches as well. Yeah.
And you have the entire boardwalk right at your fingertips. And so we actually went to the boardwalk in the morning, and the boys and their aunt were at the pool.
Right.
And
we went to Trattoria El Forno. They have like a walk-up window. You can get pizza.
Yeah, we were trying to get their breakfast pizza because we heard that's fantastic, but we got there like right after breakfast. But we got pizza to go and brought
it to the pool.
A whole box of pizza to the pool, and we ate. And
definitely recommend doing that.
That was fun. And what was funny is we had a lot of people come up to us. They're like, "Where did you get that pizza?" And we're like, "It's at the boardwalk." They're like, "Okay, thanks." But it was a good pizza. And so if you're doing a resort day, man, just go take a walk in the morning. They have ice cream over there as well.
Yeah.
At the boardwalk, but I mean, you have Beaches and Cream right in front of you. So, but there's a lot of options for food.
Yes. And then there's also a character dining place there, Cape May Cafe, which we actually did have reservations to go there at one point for breakfast, but it was really early and we just wanted to sleep in and take it easy. So we canceled our reservation, but I would like to do it again. We walked by and I saw the characters and it looked really cute, and they're like in their like beach attire. So that was
We've also heard, and again, we didn't go here, so we can't talk from personal experience, but we did hear that it's definitely underrated as far as a character dining goes.
Yeah.
And so if you are staying and you have young kids who are totally into that, man,
get
it's
autographs.
right in the lobby.
Right.
So again, if you a great room to stay is above the lobby or around the lobby, because you just go right to your dining room. And we should have done it, but I think our sleep was more important at that point in time.
Okay, so talking about taking advantage of the surrounding areas of the beach club because of the location, how great it is. I thought of something really good on the last day. I'm so proud of myself, but I really wanted the fish and chips in Epcot in London because I love fish and chips. And it was our last day, and I thought, I'm just gonna walk over there and go eat lunch in London because it's really close. And I was so excited because I actually did my mobile order from our resort, got it all ready, walked over to London, picked up my fish and chips, ate my lunch. So I would do that. Like, consider like thinking about those areas just like right at the back gateway of Epcot. You have all those food options as well.
Think about it. You got right there. You got the beach club food, you got the yacht club, you got the boardwalk, you got all of Epcot at your fingertips.
Right.
And mobile order works on all of that.
You got a lot of food options.
It's crazy. And so again, like there's just, this location was fantastic for multiple reasons, but it was still very quiet. So you still were able to get rest and still be able to relax, and you're ready for the next day. So now for our final thoughts.
Yes.
Obviously, we enjoyed it. Now the question is, would we stay here again?
Right.
I guess the question is, would we stay anywhere else?
Right.
We definitely want to experience other resorts, but this is definitely one that I would love to bring my parents back to. And we're definitely going to come back to here, because even the yacht club would be a fun experience as well.
Yeah.
But just that whole area, either the beach club or the yacht club, but something about that beach club I think was more our cup of tea, if you will.
It really was. And honestly, because we are the type that we want to try out different things and new things, we will probably go to different resorts next time we go. But I'm just like, how much better can you get? Like, because of everything we shared with you guys too, it's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard.
To not want to just stay here every time. But we do want to experience other resorts. But man, this one had so many great amenities. I don't know how you can top it.
We definitely will go back. Now, is it worth the cost of a deluxe resort? Because
it is pricey.
It is pricey, and you can stay somewhere else a lot cheaper. For us, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because again, when we think about this vacation, we didn't think about transportation.
No.
Because we weren't on buses very long. We actually were in the parks longer than we usually are because of having to get back or, transportation.
And like we shared, we felt we were able to just relax at our resort. It was quiet, and we have kids, and there was kids there. It's a very kid-friendly, resort. Don't get me wrong, but it still had that vibe where we just felt we could just put our shoulders down and relax. And that part of it is, so worth it to me, because they do such a good job of making that atmosphere there of just that chill vibes.
Yep. Also, the fact that we had 5 people staying in the hotel and it felt roomy, and there was just all kinds of things to do. Like we said, we can go out to the boardwalk, walk around. We can go out by Crescent Lake and lounge. There was the pool. There was a 24-hour pool. So there was so much space in our room, but also outside our room for us to kind of spread out. Lacey going and get her fish and chips. Me sneaking away to the yacht club and grabbing some food. There was just like all kinds of things. There's so much to do, but it was chill and quiet at the same time. Not to mention, at night, the boardwalk lights up, and there's all kinds of entertainment at the boardwalk.
Yeah,
and so there's just so much around the surrounding areas that you can just walk to, which is fantastic.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this recap and review and tour of the beach club. I really want to go back now that we're talking about it again. But like we mentioned, we will link our playlist of our trip and our stay so you can see us in action at the beach club and see our experiences in more depth of, some of the stories we shared.
But yes, if you're on the fence of the beach club, highly recommend it. 10 out of 10, chef's kiss. Fantastic. We'll go back. Now, if you watched the entire video all the way through, we appreciate you. And if you did that, go ahead and comment below the little like beach island emoji, or maybe like the swimmer emoji, whatever. Kind of like whatever vibe you think of as far as the beach club is, go ahead and put that emoji down. If you have not subscribed, consider doing that, and like this video so it reaches more people. We appreciate you guys. And again, we do travel videos, Disney videos, and also like lifestyle, like vlogs and things like that. So if that is something you're into, again, come along with us, follow our journey. We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.